Picture this. The air is electric, thick with anticipation. As the crowd packs into the arena, their voices a roaring wave of excitement that crashes over the brightly lit ring in the center. The cameras pan across a sea of faces, fans waving. Flags, holding up signs, chanting names. Tonight isn't just any night. It's a clash of titans, a showdown that's been circled on every boxing fan's calendar for weeks. In one corner, representing the United States, is KEYSHAWN Davis, a Virginia-born sensation whose meteoric rise has the boxing world buzzing. In the other, hailing from Mexico, stands ESTEBAN Sanchez, a warrior with a reputation for never backing down, his fists carrying the weight of a nation's pride. This is more than a fight. It's a story of heart, skill, and the pursuit of glory, all captured in stunning high definition for the world to witness. Welcome to the battle that left jaws on the floor, a knockout for the ages. As the lights dim and the spotlight narrows on the ring, the energy shifts. The crowd's roar softens to a tense hum, every eye locked on the tunnel where the fighters will emerge. First, let's talk about KEYSHAWN Davis. At just 26, he's already being called the future of American boxing. His amateur career was a masterclass Olympic silver, national championships, a resume that sparkles like the sweat on his brow under these lights. But tonight, he's not just fighting for medals or accolades. He's fighting to prove he belongs among the pros, to silence any doubters who say his flashy style won't hold up against a seasoned brawler. Davis strides out, his walk confident but not cocky, his eyes sharp as razors. His red, white, and blue robe catches the light, and the American flags in the crowd wave furiously. The music's something hard-hitting, maybe Jay-Z or Kendrick Lamar blasts through the speakers, syncing perfectly with his steps. He's in his element, a predator ready to pounce. Then comes ESTEBAN Sanchez, and the arena erupts again, this time with a distinct rhythm, a chant that carries the soul of Mexico. Sanchez is no stranger to these moments. He's older, 29, with a face that tells a story of battles won and lost. His record isn't perfect, but his heart is. Known for his relentless pressure and a chin that seems carved from granite, Sanchez is the kind of fighter who thrives when the odds are stacked against him. His walkout is all business, no flashy theatrics, just a man on a mission. His black and green robe is simple, but the Mexican flag draped over his shoulders says everything. The crowd's energy surges as mariachi horns cut through the air, a nod to his heritage. He climbs into the ring, his gaze fixed on Davis, a silent promise that he's here to bring the war. The referee calls them to the center, and the tension is palpable. You can feel it through the screen, even in HD. Davis, lean and chiseled, bounces lightly on his toes, his hands loose but ready. Sanchez, stockier, plants his feet like he's rooting himself to the earth, his fists already clenched. The instructions are given: protect yourself at all times, follow my commands, but neither man is really listening. Their eyes are locked, a wordless conversation that says everything. This isn't personal, but it's deeply personal. For Davis, it's about legacy, about carving his name into the sports history books. For Sanchez, it's about pride, about showing the world that Mexico's fighting spirit burns brighter than ever. The bell rings and the arena explodes. Round one kicks off with a burst of action. Davis moves like quicksilver, his feet a blur as he circles the ring, flicking out jabs to test Sanchez's defenses. His hands are fast, scary fast, and each jab snaps Sanchez's head back just enough to let him know he's in for a long night. But Sanchez isn't fazed. He stalks forward, cutting off the ring, his own jab a battering ram meant to slow Davis down. The crowd is on its feet, split down the middle, half chanting USA, USA, while the other half roars Mexico, Mexico. A minute in, Sanchez lands a heavy right hand that catches Davis on the shoulder. Not clean, but enough to make him reset. Davis responds with a crisp 1-2 combination. The second punch, a left hook whistling past Sanchez's ear. It's a chess match with fists, each man probing, searching for an opening dot. As the round progresses, Davis starts to find his rhythm. His footwork is a thing of beauty, almost balletic, as he slips under a Sanchez hook and counters with a sharp uppercut that draws a gasp from the crowd. Sanchez shakes it off, but you can see the respect in his eyes. He's not facing some green prospect tonight. This is the real deal. The final seconds of the round see both men trade flurries in the center of the ring, neither willing to give an inch. The bell rings, and the arena buzzes with excitement. That was just a taste, a preview of the fireworks to come out between rounds. The corners are a study in contrast. Davis's team is calm, methodical, his trainer barking instructions about angles and timing while icing his neck. Davis nods, his breathing steady, his focus unbroken. Across the ring, Sanchez's corner is louder, more urgent. His trainer slaps his shoulders, shouting about pressure, about not letting Davis dance. Sanchez spits into the bucket, his eyes never leaving Davis. He's a man who's been here before, who knows what it takes to dig deep. Round 2 starts, with Sanchez turning up the heat. He's not content to let Davis dictate the pace. He bulls forward, throwing heavy hooks to the body, trying to sap the younger man's legs. Davis feels those punches. You can tell each one lands with a thud that echoes through the microphones. A Davis is no pushover.